Okay, we are going to talk about graphing on a coordinate plane, though now we're going to start calling it a grid. Okay, so write that down. Remember, you can pause it whenever you need to, but we're going to talk about graphing on a coordinate plane, or a grid is also what it's called. So, you do not have to draw this. This is just to show you what I'm trying to see. Have you guys ever played the game Battleship? Okay, remember where you would say, do you have a ship at B6? And if you did, you'd say, you hit or miss or whatever. That is what graphing on the coordinate grid is. It's just a game of Battleship, except for there's numbers on both sides. Okay, so we will talk about that in the next slide, but I just wanted you guys to see it's just like a game of Battleship. Okay, so coordinate grids are just two number lines put together. So we talked about number lines. You see how we have positives to the right, negatives to the left. And then if we change this to what I want it to be changed to, there we go. If we turn it like this and turn it vertically and move it to right here, then now all of a sudden we have a coordinate grid where we have, you do not have to draw this one. I'm going to show you one in a minute that you're going to draw. So then we have positives to the right, negatives to the left, positives up, negatives down. This is the coordinate grid. In elementary, you guys just plotted right here. This is called the first quadrant. We're going to do all four quadrants, okay? So on your piece of paper, I want you to graph this coordinate grid right here. So from 0 to 5, 0 to -5, 0 to 5 up, and 0 to 5 negative, or 0 to -5. Pause it if you need to, okay? Pause it so you can then catch up here in a second. Okay, so we are going to talk about a few things. All right, so number one, which I scrolled over, number one says quadrants. Let me move my face. Number one says quadrants, okay? The quadrants, this is the first quadrant, okay? They are represented using Roman numerals. So the Roman numeral for 1 looks like an I. This is quadrant 2. It is also a Roman numeral. So all of this is quadrant 2. This right here is quadrant 3. And this is quadrant 4. It's an I and a V. Okay? So it kind of makes a C for coordinate. It starts at 1, it kind of goes backwards, I feel like, but this is quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? The second thing it talks about is the origin. The origin is right there in the middle. The origin is right in the middle. So you can mark that. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. I meant to do this. Okay? The next thing is axis. All right, so the one that is horizontal is called the x-axis. This is really important that you know that this is the x-axis, and the one going up and down is the y-axis. Okay, so x and y. All right, so I'm going to clear that off. Where it says symbols, don't worry about that right now. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to clear my page, clear my ink. Okay, so now we're going to plot. This is the important part. So you need to put, we're going to plot all these points. So A, so off to the right side, right, A, 0, 0. What this means, we always do our X first, then our Y. So I've heard it said we have to walk to our elevator before we can go up or down our elevator. Well, for A, 0, 0 is just right in the middle. Our elevator's broken. We go to it, and it's broken. So that is A. B is 1, and there should be a comma there, 1, 5. Coordinates have to have a comma and a parentheses. 1, 5. This means we're going to start at 0, 0. We're going to go to elevator 1, and we're going to go up to the 5th floor. So this is B. Okay. Then we're going to do C. So we're going to go to elevator -1, and we're going to go up to the 4th floor. C. Then the next one, D, we're going to go to the -4th elevator, and then we're going to go down 2 floors. So maybe it's a parking garage down there or something. Okay, part of this building is underground. The next one is we're going to walk to the 5th elevator, and then we're going to go down 5 floors. So this is E. Okay, see how I'm labeling those? Now these tend to be confusing. 0, 3. That means we don't walk to any elevator. We're already on the elevator. And then we go up to 3. We go up to the 3rd floor. So we've started on the elevator and we go up to the 3rd floor. This one, G, remember we go X value first. So we're going to walk to the 4th elevator and then it's broken. It doesn't go up or down. Okay, so we're just sitting there. This one, H, we're going to start at 0, 0. We're going to walk to the elevator at -3, and it is also broken. Okay. Then the last one, I, or the last one of these, is we're on the elevator. We can't go anywhere left or right because our X is 0, but then we go down the floor to get to our car that's in the parking garage. This is I. Okay. So, let me see if I can scroll down a little bit. These last two, we are not going to panic because there is a decimal in there. It is okay. We know what these are because we've already talked about decimals on a number line, okay, and fractions on a number line and all that stuff. So 1.5 means 1.5. So where is that? That means my elevator is at 1.5. It's right here in the middle. And we're going to go up. It's kind of like if you think about Harry Potter and the, 9 3/4 or whatever the train station platform was. Okay, so we go over to 1.5. We're going to go up to 2.25. So that's 2.25. So if this is 2.5, 2.25 is about there. You're just estimating, you guys. Estimating. So we're over 1.5 and up 2.25. We're not panicking because there's a decimal. -3.5. So we'd go to -3. I'm sorry, -3.25. -3 and then 0.25 is right about here. And then we're going to go down to the first floor that's underneath the building, and this is K. All right. The most important part, you all, is to know we go left and right first. Then we go up and down. We go left and right, left or right, and then we go up or down. Always, always, always left or right, then up or down. Okay? That's it.